and welcome to the Beyond the Falls podcast. Today I've got Cheryl and Dave with Johnnie's Bar here, and I'm so excited to have you guys on. So thank you. I know you're busy people, so I appreciate you taking the time out of the day to join me.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, we're excited to do it.
Good. I'm excited to learn your story.
Okay.
I'd like to start by asking you, what's your connection to River Falls for both of you?
Well, my connection to River Falls, I pretty much raised here my whole life. I've been here since 1979, and then left for a couple of years for college and came back here, and that's my connection with River Falls. Kind of born and raised.
Mine is similar, except for I was born and raised here, and I left, but not for about a year, and came back, and Dave and I were friends. We went to high school together.
Aww.
Yeah.
93 graduates.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I actually moved away to Oregon and asked him to move with me as a friend, and he said yes. And then at the last minute, he backed out on me.
Then I moved to California instead.
Yeah. So I went by myself, but yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
And you guys made your way back here?
Yeah. Yeah. And
then tell me the rest of the story, how you guys came to be where you're at today.
Well, we started after we moved back. I moved from California. She moved back from Oregon. That's when we started dating. And then I was in Mankato going to school. She was at the U of M going to school.
Okay.
And we were trying to make the long distance thing work. And then I moved to River Falls. Started applying around town, and I applied at Johnnie's in 1997. And I got the job that Cheryl turned down at Johnnie's.
Yeah.
And started working there, and I became the manager there, and then in 2004 is when we bought it.
Yeah. Tim had talked to Dave about buying, and we had some discussions with him, and then he unfortunately passed, but Sandy followed through on their wishes, and yeah.
And we weren't sure that we wanted to do it, but once he passed away, we knew we were doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So the rest is kind of history. It's been 20 years.
Yes, big anniversary for you guys. Congratulations.
Yeah. It was we celebrated last summer. It was a really great time. We had music and a comedy show and just so many people.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we were humbled and shocked at how many people showed up for our anniversary party, because we both were, we didn't know how it was going to go, and people were, but we did like 3 days of celebrating, and
it was
all
great.
3 days we had people that we didn't expect to see show up. So it was.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that we have Johnnie's here too, because you guys, over your 20 years of ownership, which is about how long I've been in River Falls too.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen you guys make a lot of changes.
Yeah.
You want to talk about some of those over the years?
Let's see.
Well, the windows in the front area.
Windows in the front.
We did those. It used to be just brick and one little tiny window that said Johnnie's. It was kind of a cave. We put in windows in 2010, and people would show up for 2 years and say, "How long has this place been here?"
Yeah. Even though it had been there since 1946.
Right.
Yeah, because it was so hidden.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
We put our patio in 2009, which was the year before the smoking ban.
And we've expanded the patio multiple times. Yeah.
And then we did the full remodel of the front room in 2019.
Yeah.
Right before COVID.
Right before COVID.
If we would have known we would have had 2 months to do it, we maybe would have waited.
Yeah.
Because we did it in 8 days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then we were closed. We're working on plans to remodel the back room. But I think the biggest change for us is the atmosphere of the bar. We've tried to make it welcoming for everybody. We always say everybody's welcome at Johnnie's.
Yeah.
Sometimes not everybody's welcome to stay.
Yep.
But
Understandable.
yeah. So we've tried to make it so the whole community is welcome. It's not just a guys club anymore. Is how I feel.
Yeah.
And we both grew up here, so we try to include everybody.
Yeah.
We love the community, and something that we're both pretty proud of is the fact that we've raised a family, and we're raising a family in a bar atmosphere. And we like to make it so it's not looked at as just a bar. We like it to be community based, and we're happy to support the community, and that's why we're still here.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it without the people coming in.
And I want to touch on that. You guys do. I think it's so much more than people even know. It's so much more than a bar. I mean, I feel like youth sports. I mean, talk about a little bit of what you do for the community. I mean, you guys have raffles. You help so many programs and youth programs. And tell us a little bit. Let's touch on that. It's awesome.
Okay. Well, Cheryl's the one that came up with the great idea of the 50-50 raffles for youth sports.
It was when I was volunteering with ARC, which isn't in the community anymore. But I was passionate about that, and it was a great organization. So anyway, I wanted to do a fundraiser that was fun. And an hour and a half, not a whole day Sunday, standing in a parking lot selling schwans or something like that. So we do the 50-50 raffle every Friday night, and I invite nonprofits to come in.
Yep.
Rhinos was a favorite for a long time, and Sunshine Fund is always welcome.
Forward Foundation
is
Free
always
clinic.
Welcome. Yeah, the free clinic had a great one. Yeah.
Food pantry.
So we've invited a lot of nonprofits. The sports, that River Falls Youth Softball specifically. Female softball, that program has been with us for 5 years for sure, right? Mm-hmm. And they've grown, and I feel good about it.
Yep, absolutely. And
all the money that they've raised.
Yeah. And they've been very appreciative too, and we're lucky to gain a lot of those people too, because there's a lot of them that hadn't been in there before until we started doing these things, and the more people see, and they're like, oh, this is more than just a bar, like we were talking about. So it's
there can be such a negative connotation with bars, but you can truly just go in and have a drink or meet your friends, and you're not it doesn't have to be negative.
No, right.
But a lot of teams have euchre tournaments or raffles, silent auctions for big trips that they're having.
Well, last weekend we just did one for the 14 baseball, U14 baseball.
Oh, yeah.
We did a euchre tournament and raised some money.
It's awesome.
So,
Mm-hmm. It's so great. And it gets pretty packed in there on Friday nights.
Yes.
When you're
for those
doing
raffles.
And euchre tournaments.
Yeah. It's great. And just like we were talking about connections, we've made new connections and met a lot of really nice people that we wouldn't have met. So,
it's incredible. I think what you guys do is really amazing and amazing for our community.
Thanks.
I wanted to also bring up, I don't remember a comedy night until you guys started it, and I just think I want to talk a little bit about that. You guys tell me about that, because it's neat to have something else to go to for entertainment here. I think it's really cool.
I think that we started it 17 or 18 years ago, our very first show. And the reason we did our first show was Charlie Callahan, who's been a fixture in this town forever, started cleaning Johnnie's in 1970 and still cleaning to this day. And his daughter, Kelly, is married to Bent Washburn, who is a well-known comedian. And we just asked him one day, over coffee, would you do a show down here? And he said, sure. And we made a stage out of Pabst Blue Ribbon returnable bottles. And he went up there and we did a free show and did like hors d'oeuvres and stuff. And he said, well, how you got to do it is you got to start charging, so then people will show up. And it's just spiraled from there. So now 18 years later, we're Still doing it, but now we're doing them a little more often, once a month, maybe 2 a month.
Yeah,
And we do
about,
it from September through May.
Yeah, we do about 10 shows a year.
Yep.
Yeah, and comedians love it because we have a great audience. They're there to laugh.
Yep.
Yes.
We're there watching. We have fun with it. It's been really fun for us.
Yeah.
Again, it's such a unique craft. Some amazing, intelligent people that do comedy. It's,
Yes.
a lot of new viewpoints.
And a lot of people that we've seen start from being just hosts or MCs that have now become headliners and known throughout the world. Yeah. So and we've met a lot of great people.
What is so great about River Falls is the live music in this town is unbelievable, and it's free, and it's, who has Shooters, Juniors, Tarnation, Garage, and it's free. It's so great.
Yep.
It is.
And it's great just, having all these places do it. It gives people a chance to pop all over and have something in each place and move on, check out more music. Yeah, so it's fun, and it's great to have all the people coming to town for our music. It's becoming a destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started doing music a while ago and then started it weekly, and it's great.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I wanted to kind of go back with this being the 20th anniversary. Can you guys tell us the history of the bar, what you know about it?
Well, it was started in 1946 by Johnnie Linehan, and he owned it until 1970, and then in 1970 it was sold to Glenn Bottleson, a local man, and Ken Kane. And
but he didn't sell it.
He didn't. Yeah, he was the bank. He was
the bank, and it ended up back in his lap. Yeah.
And then back with him, and then Tony Spina and Bo Staten, I think, right?
Yeah.
They had it for a couple of years, and then back with Johnnie again, and then his son Tim took it over in '75.
We found out not sure if he wanted to do it when we were doing we were doing the history of the bar. We talked to
his sister,
Kathleen Purfirst, and she gave us a lot of great insight on the bar, and when Kathleen and Tim and Jack's mom and dad owned it, it was Johnnie and Genevieve.
Yep.
She did all the books. She kept the house running, and Johnnie was the one at the bar, the face of the bar, and just a lot of really fun stories. And
a lot of similarities to what we do.
Yeah.
Just it's not a one-person job. It's a two-person, sometimes more. But we're so lucky to, blessed with the help that we have. But then Tim owned it from '75 till we bought it in '04.
Yeah.
And I was his manager from '98 till we bought it.
Yeah.
And we were very hesitant too, just like Tim was. We didn't know if this is what was best for having a family.
Yeah.
And
you have to learn how. It's not a lifestyle, right? It's a business, and so you have to figure out how to make a living out of the business and not live it. So it's a fine line.
Balance.
Yeah.
Took me a while to figure out.
I would imagine. I mean, there's probably times you feel like you got to drop it all to be there.
And we do.
A
lot.
Yep. And so that's where we're proud of our kids. We're proud of, because we give up a lot to, give and take with the family too, right? I mean, and sometimes we have some guilt, we should be there with the kids, but at the same point, we know we have to be working. So but we're also lucky enough where we're right in town, and we get to have breakfast as a family all the time, and dinner as a family.
Well,
all the time. So
we can look at it both ways. It's a big commitment, but it's given us a lot. So
I love it.
Yeah, but it's a fun history reading all about it.
And then there's one of the big things is we have a mural on the wall that was done in 19. It was done in 1974, and they did a reunion party 3 years ago, and at that point there was only 3 that had died or something, and all but 2 made it back for the party. And
fun stories.
And since then there's been, sadly, 4 or 5 of them that have died since then. But they're doing another one in June
Yeah.
of this year. They're doing another Johnny's Mural reunion party.
Yeah.
Where a couple people that are on there playing music, and Nick Roberts and Viz Kaiser who are on the mural. So,
So cool.
Yeah.
but there's a lot of
history.
history there.
There is. And that mural's been there,
Yeah.
For 50 years.
yeah, through your renovations.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not just yours.
Yeah, because
Tim renovated. Tim put in the windows. Yeah.
Well,
Or Tim put in the brick wall.
the brick wall.
Yeah.
Took out the windows.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I just love it. I'm so glad that you guys were here to share about what you do and all that you do for the community. And I wanted to ask if there's anything as we're wrapping up that maybe we didn't talk about that you wanted to add.
Got anything to add? Well, what I would add is that we are blessed to have our employees.
Oh.
Patty's been with us since day one.
Yeah.
Joey pretty much since day one. Katie's been there a long time, and everybody that works there, James and Bailey, and I mean everybody there is.
Yeah.
We're lucky with our help, and we hear it from our customers all the time too. So.
Yeah, that's one of the big changes we made to the business was adding. We have good help, but adding table service. It makes it so much more fun and enjoyable to be there when you're not trying to get to the bar to get a drink. We're sending people out and and like we were talking earlier about the atmosphere of the bar, we've changed it from just straight drinks to some fun specialty drinks.
Oh yeah, let's talk about those.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yes,
Yeah.
that was one of the things I was gonna.
Yeah,
Cheryl makes margaritas that are
margaritas.
phenomenal.
You won't find a better margarita.
Lemon drops.
Yeah, a lot of, trying to open up the business to more people. And it's not just Pabst Blue Ribbon or Captain Cokes.
I know when we remodeled, Cheryl made room for a wine cooler, and I thought, you are nuts. Why are we putting in a wine cooler? And then we sell a lot of wine. Yeah. I mean, because there's not many places that sell nice, good wine like we have. So it's a great wine for $9, which you won't find anywhere because it's really good wine too. So it's one of those where you'd spend $50 at a fine restaurant type thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like wine, so I like good wine.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have fun doing all the different drinks.
I haven't heard anyone complain about them.
Yeah.
and you are making them. It's not like a mix you buy at the store.
Hand squeeze the limes.
Yeah.
No, everybody comes in, what is that? Well, it's a juicer. We juice a case of lime from Patak's, all the time, every week.
Yep.
So,
every week.
it's fun. So we've done changes like that, bringing in new stuff, making it fun.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, we have a new employee, Mal, who wants to do a blended drink, and all the employees were like, are you kidding me? So I'm going to plan a day with her to do blended drinks.
There you go.
Heck yeah, why not?
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Come see Mal for blended drinks.
That's right. It's her night, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for coming and doing everything you guys do for River Falls. It's appreciated from everyone. I know that.
Well,
thanks. It's
Thank
fun.
you. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, appreciate the time.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us on Beyond the Falls, and we'll see you on the next episode.